Hello guys, welcome with a new video, and we're gonna talk about your mental health. How can you maximize it? So first thing is, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. These are just tips that I find that work for a lot of people, including me. Is it gonna be perfect? No, but I think you can get there 75%, 80%. So let's get into it. First of all, the first thing is your nutrition. You gotta be on point with your nutrition, which means you're mainly gonna eat real foods. I think there's a lot of confusion about what are minimally processed foods, what are the healthy whole foods. You mainly have to look at the ingredient list. Does it have a lot of adjectives like preserving, chemicals, pigments, and so on? Those foods are the things that you have to avoid. Also, I would recommend that you eat higher amounts of protein. You don't have to go crazy with 2 grams per kilogram, but I do think that you want to be at least eating some more, between 120, 150, if I have to give a rough estimate. Those are not concrete numbers, but I do think that that's a good starting point. Of course, this is not going to be easy. Most people eat like absolute fucking pigs and their nutrition is absolute garbage. So how do you fix this? Try to change one snack or one meal for a healthier alternative. So for an example, let's just say you eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. The first month, you're gonna swap out one of those snacks for a healthy whole food alternative. So for an example, let's just say you eat cookies when you get home from work. Once again, I know that feeling. Swap it out for an apple, a banana, maybe some berries. And this is something that you're gonna build up slowly too. So for an example, the first month you swap out that one snack. The second month you swap out the other snack. And you're gonna progressively remove the unhealthy meals and swap them out for healthier ones. I find that prepares you better than, let's just say, diving immediately into a heavy diet. Then I'm going to talk about training. Training is going to release endorphins, which are the happy hormone. Also, you're going to have more energy throughout the day. Yes, after your workout, you will be, a bit tired and so on. But this is something that after a few hours will be recovered. Also, when you train, whether it's cardio, whether it's weight training, you're slowly building towards a goal. And also what you have is these tiny goals. So for an example, the weekly PRs, the daily PRs. And especially as a beginner in any sport, these will add up quickly. I find that is a really good way on getting you on track. And then we are also going to talk about limiting your consumption of media, mainly social media, but also the traditional media. You got to realize that especially social media is made to give you certain very heavy feelings. It's either made to be making you very happy or really mad. This is where the term rage bait comes from. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of content is rage bait. And it is very counterproductive because I am on YouTube. And once again, you don't have to be a monk. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not there. But at least try to cut out the worst of the worst. So for an example, try to cut out some of the news you're watching. The news is mainly giving you a lot of, heavy feelings of fear, anger towards certain groups. Try to avoid those sources. let's just say you're watching a lot of, rage bait about, current women, or let's just say you're watching rage bait about something else, try to avoid that. Those feelings are absolutely fucking useless. You're doing nothing with them, and they amount. It becomes a pile of emotions, and that's just gonna, weigh on you. This kind for all things, rage bait, but I think the news, or for example, content about modern woman this, modern woman that, this can really drag you down. And I would try to cut out these sources of media. Then I would really encourage you to follow these 3 things. But let's just say this doesn't work, or you're really, in trouble with your mental health. Never hesitate to seek help. A lot of people, especially men, they think that, oh bro, seeking help, psychologically, therapeutic, is dumb. No, it's absolutely not. It's like, trying to get bigger, trying to, improve your strength and size, and then not seeking out the good sources and not asking, the bodybuilder or the personal trainer for tips. You gotta look at that way. And so I am tired of, men not trying to find those sources. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we improve our mental health. Peace.